Passion is sound. And there's nothing that sounds like a V12 at 9,500 RPM. Passion is form, sculpted to please the eye and shaped for a purpose, to find speed with every curve and every plane. Passion is presence. You either have it or you don't. And when something has it, it's undeniable. Passion is a name. Ferrari.
Never one for half measures. With Ferrari, it's always been all or nothing. And when they designed and built this car, well, they made sure that it had it all. Power, handling, performance, character, and charisma. This car has got all of that, and it's got loads of it. With this car, they are channeling the spirit of their Gran Turismo cars from the 1950s and 1960s. It's a little bit of a retro reference, that's for sure. If you squint your eyes, you will most definitely see lines, details from another prancing horse classic, the 365 GTB Daytona. Now, retro reference aside, this has been thoroughly reimagined and redesigned with a much more modern and futuristic design. And underneath this nice long bonnet that we have over here, there's nothing old about the engine underneath there. It's a modern 6.5-liter 12-cylinder engine. As they say in Italian, 12Cilindri. And this car is absolutely amazing. There's so much to talk about and we don't have a lot of time to do it, so I suggest we get started here on the Gentleman's Field Guide. The 12Cilindri is Ferrari's love letter to the Gran Turismo era, and these 12 cylinders over here, it's the ultimate expression of the internal combustion engine. Now, Enzo Ferrari himself used to joke that I build the engine and put wheels on it. But rather than being just this as the star of the show, let's take a moment to appreciate all the beautiful parts that make up the whole.
In terms of overall design, the 12Cilindri is an intersection of the old and the new. It's got classic front mid-engine GT car proportions, with a beautiful long nose that pulls the eye along a sinuous character line. It's both muscular and elegant, with elements that play towards its clean and modernist aesthetic. Wonderfully contemporary shapes and treatments have been applied to elements like the headlights, the front hinged bonnet, and the active arrow points to the fact that this is more than just an aesthetic exercise. This is modern car design with a purpose. But as mentioned, there are many salutes to classic design elements that are indelibly associated with the prancing horse. That gloss black strip that spans the width of the front, bridging the beautifully shaped headlights, is straight off the 365 Daytona. Modern DRLs that wrap around the front corners mimic chrome trim from similar classics of that era. These are just a few retro cues that blend so well with the modern approach that Ferrari Chief Design Officer Flavio Manzoni and his design team has taken. Incidentally, Signore Manzoni's work on the 12Cilindri has been awarded the prestigious Car Design Award by the ADI. Proof that if you're looking at this car and it stirs something deep inside you, well, you're not alone. Design experts agree, this is truly something special.
All right, let's take a second to talk about what's going on the inside. Now, a short feature like this will never be enough time to talk about all the fine details, but let's go over the broad strokes. In terms of the overall vibe, it's very spare, it's very minimalist. That can work for or against your car design. In terms of this car design, I think it works for it. The overall theme, I feel, is very modernist, very futuristic, and a clean interior, I think, works very well with the overall look of the car. All extraneous buttons, physical buttons and switchgear have been edited out. You can now control all of those functions through the touchscreen. It's something that all car manufacturers do nowadays. You either like it or you don't. In this case, I think, like I said, futuristic, it works very well for the car. You just have to take time to learn how to use all of those functions. Let's talk about some of the things you find in here, starting off with this gorgeous racing seat that you have here. Carbon fiber, highly sculpted, luscious red leather. Now this is an optional extra. This has been spec'd as an extra along with many of the things that you see here in the interior, the Alcantara detailing that you see here on the dash, this beautiful carbon fiber panels that you have here on the doors. All of that is up-spec options and trim, which I feel many of the clients and customers for this car will probably want to order anyway, because Grand Tours like these are all about sparing no expense and indulging in these luxuries. So let's take a moment to talk about the driver's cockpit. Now, you've got your TFT screen. It's an all-electronic affair. No analog gauges, dials here. It's all electronic. You've got a screen here in front of you. You've got your touch screen here. You've also got a screen for your passenger, which is nice to involve them in the drive. The steering wheel deserves a special mention. It's a beautiful component, very racy in its feel. All of the most of the controls, or majority of them, are found here. These are touch sensitive controls, so you have to be careful not to accidentally run your fingers over them and turn them on or off. It's very quirky, it's very Ferrari, and I think Ferraristas will most definitely embrace it because of its distinct Ferrariness. Something that is very distinct and only found in Ferrari, of course, is this little number over here, the manettino. You can switch it to a very, how would you call it, controlled wet or snow setting. You've got your comfort setting, which does a good job of evening out those bumps on the road. You've got your sport mode, you've got your race mode, which should both be, I think, your default modes, because you're in a sports car, sports mode, am I right? Or you can turn everything off. ESC off, electronic stability control, for the full Monty experience, for experienced drivers who really want to sort of dip into the power of that monstrous V12 that you've got underneath the bonnet over there. So that, in a nutshell, I think, is what's going on here in terms of the interior. Now would be a good time to do a startup montage and transition to a driving experience. What do you think? Cue montage. All right, I don't know about you, but I generally don't get to spend a lot of time behind the wheel of a Ferrari. So when I do, I actually like to savor every moment of it. And I think that's exactly what cars like these are designed to do. Grand touring cars are designed to be comfortable. They're designed to be savored, and you're not supposed to rush the experience, although there's no doubt that you will get to your destination in a very short time, because this is a very, very quick car. Ferrari makes some wonderful track-bred, very visceral machines that deliver very raw power and require a lot of attention and skill and engagement from the driver, which can be a little tiresome. It can tire you out. This is a different experience, I think. It's designed to be much more sophisticated and much more cultured in the way that it delivers that V12 power. Let's quickly go over those numbers. Underneath the bonnet is a 6.5 liter naturally aspirated V12, which produces an astounding 830 horsepower. And it certainly is a very, very rapid way to get around. But the nice thing about it is, thanks to the torque shaping technology that Ferrari has engineered into these new controllers, it makes cars like these very manageable, very friendly to drive. The delivery of the power is very linear and it's very manageable. The nice thing about the 12Cilindri, though, is being the Grand Tourer that it is, it's designed to be comfortable. It's designed to be cultured. That V12 feels like it's there. It announces its presence, but the soundtrack, it's not always in your face. It's not so grating. So this is the kind of car that doesn't tire you out, and it's the kind of car that you look forward to driving mile after joyous mile. Oh, that sound. Woo!
Modern advancements in engine technology, more cost-effective ways of creating power, and let's call a spade here, stricter automotive standards leave little reason for the old adage, there's no replacement for displacement. And yet, the 12-cylinder engine and the glamorous Gran Turismo era continues to capture our imaginations and stir our passions in a way that no other cars do.
The 12Cilindri is a GT car in the truest sense of the word. It is powerful, it's agile and luxurious, just like any Gran Turismo car should be. And it also embodies the glamour of that category and gives shape and form to our love affair with the internal combustion engine. And we won't make any apologies for that. After all, Ferrari said, this is made for the few. Now, speaking of Ferrari, Enzo himself once said, you can't describe passion, you simply live it. And spending a few minutes behind the wheel of this car, well, it's helped me understand exactly what that means. That's all we've got in this particular episode. Watch out for more just like this coming your way, only on the Gentleman's Field Guide.